Hi, let's go for a ride.
I've ridden all those 2 bike parks now. Not like this year, in my life. So in proper Black Bikes manner, we're gonna start sharing our hopelessly uninformed opinion with the world since we decided to start reviewing bike parks now. We're gonna make this a series since the hope is to be hitting a lot of bike parks on this road trip. There won't be a rating system, how many stars or something, since I just lack the comparison. But I'll tell you what to expect when you hit a certain bike park, who it's made for, what you need to look out for, what you need to bring, and what they provide. I'm also hoping to give you the basic stats of the park, how high is it up, how many lifts, how many trails, and then I'm going to conclude it with a very personal opinion, what I think they should do better, what I liked, what I disliked. So I really hope you enjoyed those reviews, and let's get right to it. God, this is so beautiful here. Jeez. In the first installment of that list, we're going to talk about the Grand Targhee resort in Wyoming. I had a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, this is good fun.
It was a bit of a learning curve, and that learning curve really triggered the idea of doing reviews because I went there with a slightly different expectation and had to learn it the hard way.
That wasn't nice. Super fast section, and then straight across the trail. Pretty sharp rock.
So Grand Targhee is a bit of a mixed bag. They have like 40 some trails served by 2 lifts on the weekend and 1 lift during weekdays. It's 40 some trails, but I think only 15 of them are pure downhill trails. The other ones are cross country and also shared hiking trails. So it's a mixed park, but that's not the reason why I had to learn the hard way that this is a bike park that's slightly different from others.
There's rocks poking out on every trail here that can kill your rim, puncture your tire, like they're everywhere. So you really have to choose your line. But at the same time, if it's a jump trail, you want to really look far ahead to judge your speed for the next jump or the next berm or whatever's coming up. You can't do both at the same time.
Whoa!
Now, what this really only means, of course, because a trail is a trail, that this is a park where you really have to take the principle pre-ride, re-ride, free-ride religiously. There is not a single trail that you can just bomb down and not think about it. And I kind of like that. It's not as maintained, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It's just different. You have to pre-ride. You have to choose your lines. There's a big one coming up, not this one. That one actually would be kind of sort of fine if it wasn't. Ooh, see? Again, like straight in the landing zone. A huge pointy rock. Who does that? Just ran Sidewinder a second time. The first time I got a puncture on it. And now I kind of sort of know where there's a couple of pitfalls on it. Like most notably, there's one relatively steep and very fast, very flowy section. You just let go of the brakes and have a lot of fun. And out of nowhere, right after a very quick turn,
Oh, so fast.
there is a rock that goes across the entire trail that will screw your rim. You'll take a hit. The second time I knew about this thing, you just flow over it. The third time, I should actually have fun on that trail. Famous last words. The trails here are fine. They're fine. They are not as easy. They're not as manicured. They're not as managed.
The state of the trails, when I was there anyway, but it looks like it's a general theme in the park, is there is no such thing as an A-line. If you're looking for a Whistler A-line, you're in the wrong park. There is no such thing as a smooth surface, hard pack only, berm, berm, jump kind of situation. The trails are gnarly. Even on those freeride trails, you still have to choose your line. Really noteworthy is the fact that there is no easy top to bottom trail. If you get there during the week and you want to just lift up and just have a green flow trail from the top to the bottom, you're out of luck. Your best bet for a warm-up is a trail called the Tall and Cool one. It's an interesting cross-country trail. There will be people climbing that trail, so, be careful. I think there's also hikers allowed, and I ran into somebody with a dog. So you gotta be a little careful, but there's a couple of climbs in it.
Oh boy.
The rest of it is pretty flowy
Oh boy.
and a lot of fun. And gorgeous views. Oh my gosh, the views. So the environment is beautiful. Proper alpine meadows and forests, and it's really nice. And then you turn around and you can see like all the way into Idaho. You see like endless fields of wheat and potatoes. It's beautiful. Staff was friendly enough. I don't need them to be super bubbly. I like to connect with people. I like to have a word and a joke with them. They're knowledgeable about their trails. I asked them what to warm up on, so that worked pretty well. Restrooms are clean. There's a water fountain to fill your bottles up, which I like a lot. They have very strict COVID rules. I really like that. You cannot unload or load your bike without a mask on. They start yelling at you. They have masks for grabs if you forget yours. There was riders of all walks of life there. It was quite an eclectic audience. It doesn't seem to be very ritzy. It doesn't seem to be very posh. I didn't see what kind of bikes they're renting, but they'll rent you a full suspension for $99 plus tax. Ticket price is $43 plus tax. Their online shop, oh my God, their online shop, I couldn't figure it. I buy everything online. I could not figure out their online shop. Like you get all the way to the checkout and then there is something that you have to fill in, and then you get an error message that doesn't relate to anything that you're trying to fill out. Oh, at the ticket counter I told them. And they were like, yes, please, yes, we know. Just get there a little earlier and buy your ticket the old-fashioned way. You can also sign a waiver online. Don't bother. It's not going to show up. I did the whole thing. I created a user. I told them everything about me, and then it was all for nothing because I still had to sign the waiver on paper. No big deal, just so you know, don't waste your time with the online shop. They have a bike wash, which is basically a bike rack with a hose. There's a first aid top and bottom, and they have first aid people running the trails regularly. So that's cool. And for you people who are dirtbagging like me, the area is surrounded by BLM land and national forests, where you can do your wild camping thing, pack out your trash. But there's plenty of opportunities to camp. There's also a bunch of paid campsites around. If you're a total beginner, make sure you go there on the weekends where they run the lift into the beginner section. Otherwise, you're going to be up for a lot of pedaling. So in conclusion, I had a lot of fun there. Once you get used to the fact that it's not the super machined trails, you can have a lot of fun there. My favorite trail on it was probably Sidewinder, although it was the trail that killed my rear wheel, but it's still fun. On the technical side, Sticks and Stones was a lot of fun. Blondie is a lot of fun. Rock Garden is tough.
Yep, that's steep.
And aptly named.
Yep, that's washed out and steep.
Overall, it feels like a perfectly fine resort park. I had a great day there. If you know this park, let me know in the comments what you think about the things that I said. If I've missed something, let's make this video and the comments about helping people who want to go ride there and need some decent information about the place. In any case, thanks for watching. Pedal hard.